Udalali, Udalali, Udalali. I am Bodhisattva, whatever it's called, Cyberpunk. I mastered Wukong. Alright, I just beat it and got the good ending, I guess. I think there's like an anime for the bad ending, and I have to do New Game Plus and beat it the bad way to get the bad ending. Who remembers Taeyeon's shitty song with the axe and the jello and all that bullshit? That's because they're obsessed with me, and I was talking about how like Mormons make all that jello shit, and I was swinging the axe around just for fun with the sheath on, so no one can freak out about anything stupid. And then they'll freak out about the stupid, and then that fucking stupid Disney Korean shit will copy it for some fucking stupid things for public access I don't give a shit about. Bro, I'm totally video gamed out. I'm sure at some point in time I'll do a New Game Plus for Wukong, because I do want to get I got 61 or 62 or some shit, like 66 achievements. I've gotten 81% on the achievements. That might be enough of achievements, if you ask me. I'm probably going to go back to finishing up those courses I took through Code Red or whatever the fuck it's called, so I think when I do those, I'll have more than enough CPEs to renew the rest of my certs for 3 more years. Wow. I'm pretty sure that like in Korea, I was like, okay, well, I have to kill some time because, yeah, this is totally what happened. I was like, I have to kill some time because I don't have my visa paperwork filled out the way I need it to be. So I'll just go back and get working again. And I started playing StarCraft. And I hadn't played StarCraft in like 10 years. So then I got StarCrafted out. And then I was like, well, I'll play Masters of Orion. So I played Masters of Orion. And I've got Masters of Orion out. And then I was about to go back to doing like studying shit, but I was still wanting to play video games because, to be totally honest, for the past like 4 years, I've been doing nothing but working nonstop. Some of it 2 jobs, and I'll get to that in a second because I don't want to do that anymore. That's why I want to do bug bountying. Well, I'll just say it now. 2 years ago, I was like, wow, I can't believe my dad used to do all that for 20 years. That's so harsh. You know what will be easier? What if I made like my own company? And I was at 1099, and I did bug bountying on the side, like on the weekends, or 2-3 hours a night, some shit like that. And I got a couple of medium bounties and a couple of low bounties. Every now and then I got a high bounty. It would be like I was working 2 jobs, and there'd be no bullshittery involved and all that bullshit. And I can do that from any fucking where. But then I started playing video games. Holy shit! But I'm like totally video gamed it out right now. Oh, P.S. Loser Sam Smith was like, oh, wow, look, I did the recording remotely with Taeyeon. Yeah, so why can't Horfany do that? Because she's a stupid whore, and she's used good, and she's a babyface whore. No one gives a fuck about her. That's why. My eyes are kind of like stinging from Black Myth Wukong. Bodhisattva, Cyberpunk. Oh, my God. All right. That's that. Told you, these things are like time portals. It was just May or June. Now it's going to be October soon already. Holy shit. All right. What was I bitching about? I don't remember. Wukong done. I'm just getting bored of video games. Oh yeah, like dude. Like I got my degree in 2020. So I was like, I'm going to work for a little bit and take some time off. 2022 was when I wanted to take some time off. Literally. If she had left me alone for 2 more pay cycles, 1 more month, I would have had everything finished. No, as soon as Horfany shows up and steals a bunch of money, getting my niece involved is the big issue. So then I had to do all this extra bullshit. That's why I was jumping through all these hoops the past 2 years. And then on top of my dad having a stroke. So it made things extra complicated. And this stupid whore keeps on trying to pretend like it's some kind of like, oh, well, borrowing, I'll get you back later. This is the thing. Whatever the fuck you call it in Korea, because there seems to be something in Korea where, oh, we're on such good terms that we can just borrow from each other. What is it called when someone wants to borrow from someone and they tell them no? So they make up a story that is not real to get them to loan them stuff, and then after they do that, they do none of the shit they said they were going to do. Because whatever you call that, that's exactly what she did. In America, we call that international bank fraud. Grand larceny, multiple felonies, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, I don't really give a shit. I don't give a shit that in Trolls 2 or whatever the fuck, the queen is really sad because she can't. I don't give a fuck. I don't watch TV. I don't watch these shitty movies. The last movie I saw, I think, was in 2012 or 2013, and it was Riddick 3. The one where everyone betrays him, and he has to, kill a bunch of monsters. And then the bitch who's like, no, I would never do that. She ends up doing all that. And then she's like, call me later, and all that bullshit. Because if my life has to be a movie, not even because I want it to be a movie, everyone else is retarded and they only think and act based on what they see in movies, then I'd rather my life be a Riddick movie. I'm not going to switch over because I don't feel like it. I'm just going to do it now. And I'll post some of this in the description maybe if I feel like it. Who gives a shit? If you don't like what I'm doing or saying on my personal channel, don't watch it. Make an outline for a cool story about, what was I just bitching about? What the fuck was I just bitching about? I was on a rant about something that had to load this shit. Stupid whore. Grand theft. Stupid fucking whore. But there was a cool idea I just had and I lost it. Hold on. I'm not sure if this is even going to work. Hold on. Forgot what I was bitching about. I had this great idea for a story, and I was going to make it into a story. With a cyberpunk twist on it. But anyways, I'm just really upset because I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. I don't think that it's it's a crime. I don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, I was Riddick. Like a cool outline story about a cyberpunk type chronicles of Riddick character in America fighting a new economic freedom revolution with silver and crypto, and he is a boxing hacker. Alright, let's see what that does. Freedom's Echo, cyberpunk action dystopian thriller. Dax, Cipher, Renzo. I might change that later. In the near future America, where corporate and government corruption have merged into a technocratic oligarchy, economic controls enforced through a digital currency that tracks every transaction, limiting the freedom of citizens. A shadow government is emerging, using alternative currencies like silver and gold to fight back. Dax, Cipher, Renzo. Occupation: underground boxer by day, hacker vigilante by night. Background: formerly a part of the system, Dax was a military-grade hacker who specialized in cyber defense, but became disillusioned by the government's increasing surveillance and authoritarianism. He left the system to join the underground revolution, known for his brutal hands-on approach in both the boxing ring and cyberspace. Dax is a powerful blend of physical and digital force. His deep knowledge of crypto economics and blockchain tech, allows him to hack into oppressive financial systems and reallocate wealth. Cool. Make a compelling short draft story to be put in a YouTube description. Include a boxing and hacking scene and use very technical stuff for hacking, but make it seem way cool and stuff. It's probably went on longer than I wanted to. I'll put that in when it's done. All right. Yeah. So whatever I was bitching about, now I have that. But yeah. So like, look, everyone is retarded, and they want to talk through movies and shit like that. Even Horfany, she's like, oh no, my fans are retarded, and they provide the very little wealth that is actually hers, because everything she has is stolen, really. And they need to see me have a happy ending, so I have to do acting and act this part and pretend to be and all that horseshit. Fuck you, who cares, right? So if people are so retarded that they can't even read anymore, and I saw there was like some lady, some little girl, or she's like 20 years old or whatever the fuck. To me, that's little. And she's talking about how like people nowadays don't have reading comprehension because you're supposed to be able to read something and infer who the audience is. Well, it's even more so that people can't even do that with each other. They have to be like, oh, well, this situation is similar to what I've seen in a movie, and in that movie, this happened. Like, I don't give a fuck about what happened in Trolls. I don't give a fuck that Trolls 2 is all about music and all that bullshit, and Stephanie is just like the queen. I don't give a fuck. I think that's stupid and childish. So if my life has to be a movie, that's going to be a Riddick movie. Everyone betrays me because I'm so badass and tough that I see through all their bullshit, and the only bitches I let hang out with me are the super hot ones who will never betray me. And if you betray me, you get hunted down and prosecuted. Because once you know it, Riddick isn't the hero, but he's not the bad guy. He's the anti-hero. That's way cool. Anyways, peace out.